What's up, Dunk Squad? It's Wayne Duncan, No Vision Duncan, and we're back with year 3 of the Madden 22 New England Patriots realistic rebuild. If you tuned in to part 2, not such an aggravated season as the first season was, as we got our division title, we got back to the playoffs, and we even got a playoff victory in the wild card round, but we ended up getting eliminated in the divisional round to the Juggernaut Chiefs. But we had a big offseason. We had a great free agency period. I would say a good, very good draft. And I think our team improved immensely. So let's go ahead and meet the roster before the preseason starts. Looking at quarterback, return of the Mac Jones, going into his third season, had a pretty good second season, sophomore season, threw for more yards, more touchdowns, less picks, less sacks. So it looks like he is on that trend of just improving every single year, but he has long ways to go before he even can be considered like a Tom Brady. Jarrett Stidham at backup quarterback. Damian Harris, who's been very consistent for us. Stevenson had a big season last season with 11 touchdowns. We brought in J.D. McKissick to be that James White receiving back out of the backfield, also replacing Jarrett McKinnon, who we brought in last season to do that role. Still got J.J. Taylor. And then fullback Devontae Banks was the rookie fullback that we drafted last season. He had 3 rushing touchdowns, 4 rushing attempts, 3 of those being touchdowns. So he's going into the second season. Is not only just a blocking fullback, but a fullback that we utilize a lot. And then receiver, Kobe Myers, no more Nelson Aguilar, no more Kendrick Bourne. We have the big body, Gerald Brooks, second-year receiver that we took last season in the draft, 6'5", 223, getting a chance to be wide receiver 2. And then we took in the second round, which was a pick you could probably say I could have addressed middle linebacker, because we saw those middle linebackers that we passed on, hidden dev, 73 overalls, but we needed receiver a little bit more. We saw this guy there, very fast, normal dev, but fits the role. We need our wide receiver 3 to be a slot anyway. Still got Gunner and Alex as our wide receivers 4 and 5. Hunter Henry, Jonnu Smith. Jonnu Smith led the team in what was it? Yards or catches, something like that. And then Henry was leading the team in touchdowns. So we used the 2 tight end system. It worked very well, as we're going to look to probably do that again this season. And then at left tackle, Isaiah Wynn, Owenu, Andrews, Shaq Mason, Trent Brown, same unit. But our biggest free agent acquisition was Jeffrey Simmons in the offseason, improving over Chase Vinovich, who was banged up during the season and the playoffs. Contract year, ended up letting him walk, got traded in real life anyway to the Cleveland Browns. So we went with Jeff Simmons, still got Dietrich Wise as a nice backup. Donovan Davis, rookie of the year, I think, in my book. He was rookie of the year for the AFC, but not overall. They gave it to somebody else who didn't deserve it. But the man that I nicknamed Double D actually went up to star dev. He was a normal dev when we drafted him, and now he's a star dev. So him, Jeff Simmons, we're already better when it comes to left end and right end, both defensive end spots. Christian Barmore going into his third season, just like Mac Jones out of Alabama, going into his third season at defensive tackle. They brought in Quentin Bohanna. Matthew Judon, who is on the decline. So if there was a time to move him, it probably would be now. But I think we can win with him. So we're going to actually let him. He's been good to us. So we're actually going to play him this season. We're going to play him this season. But during the season, if we're looking like we're not going to make the playoffs or anything, right before the trade block, we will trade Matthew Judon. Still got Jennings sitting behind him. And we did draft this guy, Casey Brayton, to develop behind him. So we got some, replacements for him. Leighton Van Der Esch went up superstar dev during the Super Bowl week, but of course Madden being Madden knocked him back down to star, but he was great last season, had about 3 interceptions, over 100 tackles. Brought in Alex Anzalone to be our middle linebacker too, but we all know that Adrian Phillips, our free safety, he plays that sub linebacker 2 role. But we did draft a left outside linebacker who was a run stopper, moved him inside. The middle linebacker took a 2-point hit, but not too bad. Mario Steffens will be our probably future middle linebacker 2, but right now middle linebacker 3. And then right outside linebacker Josh Uche. It was basically his rookie season last season because we didn't use him the first season, but the second season he got starter reps, had about 4 sacks. I think he will improve. Brought back Whitney Merciless. He was a great mentor to Josh Uche last season. Then quarterback Jonathan Jones, who did great without J.C. Jackson, had about 3 picks. But the big story was Terrence McBride. We traded up with the Cardinals to pick 13 to take him. There wasn't too many cornerbacks after him, so we had to go get the guy to replace J.C. Jackson right then and there, and we did that. Gave up our first a fourth, and a future second to get him. Jalen Mills had a decent season last season. So did Sean Wade. So did these two rookie cornerbacks from last season. So our secondary is getting better slowly but surely. And then at free safety, we made the big signing on defense with the Alex Anzalone and Jeff Simmons signings. CJ Gardner Johnson, CJGJ. Try to say that fast. But CJGJ is going to improve our secondary. Adrian Phillips, like I said, plays that sub linebacker 2 role. That's why we have 2 free safeties on the roster. That is 80 overall. And then Kyle Duggar made the Pro Bowl along with Adrian Phillips, team captain. Also, I think led the team in interceptions the year before. He might have did it again last season. Now when I think about it, he actually didn't. But before that, he led the team in interceptions, but he made the Pro Bowl. Then at kicker, we don't have Nick Folk anymore. He did retire, but we took Pagel in the draft in the 6th round. We took Ulrich last season, right? I don't remember when we did. It was the 7th round. And then Matt Rivers, who we were going to take in the 7th round this year because we were going to double dip at kicker. We didn't take him, but we saw him sitting there in free agency, and he was actually a 72 overall. He's actually 1 year younger than these two. He's 3 points better than them. He's 1 point less than the kick power of Ulrich, but when it comes to accuracy, Pagel has it. So it looks like all of them have something to offer. Pagel has the best accuracy. Mitch has the bigger leg. And then Rivers has the best overall. So there's going to be a 3-way competition in this preseason for that starting kicker role. And I think we actually do have a new team captain slot available. I don't know who we got rid of. It might have been Nick Folk because I think I named him team captain. So we do have to appoint a new team captain. So we're going to go ahead and give that probably to Jacoby Myers to lead the young receivers, I'm thinking. Or Jonathan Jones. I think I'm going to give it to Jacoby Myers. I'm actually going to give it to Hunter Henry. Hunter Henry is going to be our new team captain on offense, and that should be everybody. Yeah, that should be everybody. So congratulations to Hunter Henry, and that is the team, man, going into year 3. Let's go ahead and simulate. Actually, another thing I forgot to do, I usually do this off screen. Sometimes I only do it when we have good seasons. If we have a down season, I don't even look at this shit. But because we did so well our first season as coach, we're going to look at this. Offensive line is pretty damn good. I guess we can do free safety, strong safety. We'll just do once there. Yeah, the D-line definitely. They deserve 2 points because they're rookie. The linebackers, not so much. Cornerbacks, not so much just yet. And then we're going to look at the offensive side. That's already filled out. That was already like that. The receivers, or quarterback, running back, fullback. I guess we could do that because all of them played good. And then defense, we can do Josh Uche, Matt Judon. Guess we can do the D-line again. And then we're not going to do play personnel. So just a little bit of upgrades there. I like to do it just a little bit. Like I said, we're coming off a good year where we exceeded expectations. Yeah, let's fill out the staff tree a little bit. So let's go ahead and simulate. See who's going to win this kicking job. We have a 3-way competition. All young kickers. We do have a new injury, though. Why can't I click manage roster? Go to depth chart, clicking everything else but that. But let's go ahead to the kicker position. I think the first kicker was the one that we just signed in preseason. And now we're going to give the edge to Ulrich, and then we're going to give it to Pagel for the next game. So let's give it to him. Check out who this injury is, too. Make sure it's nobody important. It is Marquise Finker, our backup right end, so he might have to sign a new backup right end. But let's go ahead and simulate this week. We go 2-0. We do have a camp standout. It's probably somebody on defense. It's usually somebody on defense. And it is Josh Uche. Okay. Let's do tackling. Hope he's going to have a big season. And then we're going to go to the last kicker on the depth chart, which was it Pagel? The one that we actually took in this draft in the 6th round is going to be Pagel, who has the best accuracy. I might just go with him because, I mean, he's 90 kick power. We drafted him the earliest. And, you know, his balance between the kick power and accuracy is better than the other two. Is like the other two just have the power and then, but we'll see. We'll see who wins the job. But that would be crazy if all three of them don't miss and we keep all three on the roster. We just go with the best overall player. But we do lose the last preseason game just like last season. Exactly like last season. 2-1. But let's check out the stats. That's what we're here for. And Jarrett Stidham had an okay preseason again. Matt Jones had another stellar preseason. Stevenson, another one, just like he did last season. 2 touchdowns for J.J. Taylor. Probably outbeating J.D. McKissick as that third running back. Okay. And then receiver, Gunner. But, I mean, Brooks did good. Batchman, Ballard. I'm not going to go. Gunner was playing against third stringer, fourth stringer, so let's not get carried away. Zach Banner gave up a sack a game, but he's the backup. Alex Anzalone is going to be middle linebacker 2. Sean Wade put up good competition to Jalen Mills, but Jalen Mills is going to remain our cornerback 3. Jennings did good. He did good. Do I trade Matthew Judon now? No, we don't. No Bill Belichick here anymore. It is us taking over. So even though it is the Patriot way, we're going to do things our way. And the kicker, let me tell you right now, Pagel was not worth a 6th-round pick. I will tell you that. Rivers didn't even kick a field goal. And like I said, Mitch Ulrich, the guy we took last season in the 7th round, probably the one with the most – he's the one with the biggest leg. Okay. So we didn't even get the chance to see what Rivers can do. So – I still need to see what Rivers can do, so he's probably going to make the team. Only got to cut 7 players. Going to keep both quarterbacks. We're going to keep all running backs except this guy, Enrique Cobb. Don't know how he got here. Must have been on the practice squad from last season. But he's the first to go. Receivers, we're going to keep everybody except this guy, Wagner, down here. He can go on the practice squad. He'll be a 60 overall very soon. Tight end, we're going to keep all 4. Offensive line, we should be straight. D-line. We do got to sign another D-lineman. Marquise Spencer is out with injury, so I do want to sign somebody else. We're going to keep linebackers. Farrell probably can go back on the practice squad again, just like last season. And then this guy over here, right outside linebacker, can also go. We got Whitney Merciless as the backup right outside linebacker, so we should be good. And then we're going to keep all the cornerbacks. This guy, I don't know how he got here, but he can go also. And then we got all those damn kickers. So, tell you right now, Pagel can go on the practice squad. I don't care if somebody steals them. And then we're going to keep these 2. We're going to keep these 2 on the roster and see which one can, during the season, who's the better one. But we still have to cut somebody. So we might have to make a decision right now. Rivers or Ulrich? Ulrich has the bigger leg, but Rivers has the better accuracy. Yeah, we got to make a decision on kicker. It has to be kicker. I'm going to go with... It's just not fair, man. It doesn't seem like I had that... Casey Brayton might have to go in the practice squad. I wanted to keep him to add depth, at the position. Fuck, man. Steeples, I wanted to keep him. Do we put Steeples on the practice squad? I want to keep the 2 kickers. That's what I want to do. I want to keep the 2 kickers, bro. I want to keep the 2 kickers. So I think we're going to put Steeples on the PS and just auto upgrade, get out of this green. This shit. To be set and get on with year 3. Now, the only thing that's kind of complicated for this season is the slot receiver position because we have that when this game does this, bro. Like, the EA servers are not available. Why? I'm still signed in, as you. All right, so we got Mac Jones, Damian Harris, J.D. McKissick, Stevenson. Actually, J.J. Taylor is going to defeat J.D. McKissick as the running back 3, as he played really good. Jacoby Myers, Brooks, Mallard, Gunner, Jonnu Smith, Hunter Henry, Jonnu Smith, Dalton Keene, also Asiati as the tight end 4. Trent Brown, Zach Banner, you got Jeff Simmons, Dietrich Wise backing up Mallard, okay, and then punt returner can be Carrington and Gunner. Kickoff start will be, this is where we use both of them. So I think Aldridge is going to be the kickoff starter with that 97 kick power, and then we're going to start Rivers at kicker because we need to see what he can do because we didn't see much. He didn't attempt to kick in preseason. And then third down back will be, we're going to go with Damian Harris for all 3 again. And then power back will be Damian Harris and Stevenson. Slot receiver, though, this is where it gets tough. So I want to do Mallard. I want to do Jonnu. And I want to do Gunner played well. I think we should do it like this. And then our rush left end will be, has to be Judon, right? But Judon is starting to decline, which is why I feel like we can go Josh Uche on this side, and then D tackle we can have these 3 guys: Davis, Barmore, Dietrich Wise, sub linebacker Vander Esch, Phillips, Anzalone, slot cornerback Mills, Carrington, Sean Wade, Carrington. So going back, we got Jeff Simmons, Uche. Yeah, because Judon is on the decline anyway. Yeah, I like it. So that's the lineup. And let's go to the regular season. As we kick off the season against the Tennessee Titans, TV primetime game. We're getting a TV game off the bat, right off the bat. Can't stand out. This should be Josh Uche. Another reason why we're giving him the reps over Matthew Judon is we're probably going to trade Judon. Now when I think about it. We're going to trade Judon. But season goal, I'm going to say we're going to up it a little bit. I think we definitely got better. I'm going to say about maybe 8 wins. It was 6 wins last season. We ended up getting 9. So I'm going to say about 8 wins, 8 and 9, but we should be able to win the division. Let's take a look at the prospects coming out of the next draft class. And I do see a couple of quarterbacks. I think we still could use receiver if it doesn't work out the season. Middle linebacker, definitely. There is 2 right there. So we should be able to get a middle linebacker in the draft. Maybe left outside linebacker if we do move on from Matt Judon. But TV game against the Titans. Looks like they took a step back with that 78 overall. We do get Marquise Spencer back. But let's go ahead and simulate, see if we can go 1-0. Now, we started the season last year 4-0. We start 0-1. But we were 4-0 at one point, and then we slipped down to 4-4. But we're going to start this season 0-1. Couldn't run the ball. We shut their passing game down. So secondary, we addressed it, and it looked like it worked out for us. But we did throw an interception. Offensive line was great. Defense, the secondary was great. Stevenson was good. So I'm guessing Damian Harris got hurt with those 5 attempts. Jacoby Myers went off. Brooks had 3 catches. Touchdown for Jonnu Smith. Touchdown for Henry. 1 catch for Mallard. And nothing. Matt Amendola for them misses a field goal. And we did not attempt anything, but Rivers made 2 for 2 with the extra pointers. So we know that he can make extra pointers. We have yet to see the rookie kicker kick an actual field goal yet. But let's take a look at Josh Uche and his camp standout, see if he's actually standing out. Nope. He really felt like he was poised. We all have heard that before. But 0-1. Still too early to tell how we are as a football team right now. But Damian Harris is gone. So we're going to rely on Stevenson a little bit more. So this should be interesting. I think he can be maybe a running back one. Had 11 touchdowns last season. We got J.D. McKissick, J.J. Taylor. But we do lose 41-27, and we are going to start the season 0-2. Had to go to Tampa, though. They probably still have Brady. We outrushed them. Same passing yards, turnover. It looks like we're turning the ball over a little bit more frequently this season. We lose to Baker Mayfield. We did throw 1 interception. Stevenson didn't do bad. J.D. McKissick didn't do bad. But Jonnu Smith was good. Brooks was good. Hunter Henry was good. Jacoby Myers was not. J.D. McKissick had a receiving touchdown. Looks like that Andrew Mallett dude is catching bombs, bro. Every catch is like 15 yards. We have to put him in the slot. Spencer getting a sack. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, his first pick as a Patriot. Man. But Jonnu Smith is doing good, too. Mock draft 1 is out. We should be the number 1 overall pick so far because we are 0-2. We are actually number 13, so they still putting some respect on our names. You think we're going to take a running back? I don't think so. Just because Damian Harris is out a couple of weeks doesn't mean we have to draft a running back to replace him next season. Kyle Duggar, Donovan Davis are both back from injury. Let's go ahead and make sure that he is our rush defensive tackle 1, because I want to keep improving on him. And, of course, Madden does this dumb shit. And I'm going to put I'm going to leave it the same because he's doing good. And look at this shit. So stupid. I knew they messed up the depth chart. I knew it. But thank God I checked it. Now, everybody's 1-1. We're the only team in the AFC East without a win. So we need to get our first W right now against the Dolphins in Miami. And, of course, we don't. We're going to start the season 0-3. 0-3. What's going on? What's going on, Mr. Matt Jones? What is going on? I mean, they did get Kareem Hunt, 2 touchdowns for Stevenson. We don't have our lead back. That's one thing. Mallard is catching 14-yard bombs every game. Jeff Simmons was good. Davis was good. Okay, Rivers was 1 of 1. It was 27 yards. So, man, I think we're going to switch up the depth chart a little bit. Whatever we're doing is not working. So, somebody's calling it quits. I don't even want to know who it is, but we do have a breakout player scenario. We are going to look to see who this is, and it is Ramondre Stevenson. So, trying to go to star dev before we get Damian Harris back. But we are going to switch up some things on the depth chart. We are going to make Mallard the slot receiver. We are going to make Judon before we look to trade him. And then for this, we're going to go with Jeff Simmons as the rush D tackle. So let's see if this works out a little bit better. We are 0-3. We need to get a win at some point. Dolphins and Jets both have 2 wins. Let's see if we can get Stevenson up to star dev, see if we can get our first win of the season all in one, and we are 0-4. So from 4-0 to 0-4 after the team got better in the offseason. I wish those 2 touchdowns went to Stevenson. Jacoby Myers is good. Mallard, 3 catches. I don't know what's going on. We got better, especially on defense. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, Jeff Simmons, Alex Anzalone, and we can't win a game. Are you sure he has what it takes to carry offense, but you're not going to give him the depth trait? Okay. Make it make sense. Now, the team that eliminated us in the playoffs last season, the 3-1 Kansas City Chiefs, yeah, probably going to lose to them in Kansas City. TV. Going to get embarrassed on TV. And let's see if we can upset them. Let's see if we can upset them. No, they got the MVP. Ooh, not just an upset, but we almost dropped 50 on their heads, 48-34 on Monday Night Football. Was not expecting that. Was not expecting that at all. 4 turnovers for them. What? 3 touchdowns for Mac Jones. No sacks from the O-line. We picked off Mahomes 3 times and sacked him 3 times. 2 touchdowns for returning Damian Harris. Kobe Myers, 100 yards. Richie James, oh, my God. Mallard, 4 catches. Brooks with a touchdown. Look, those 2 receivers might not be it, man. Those 2 receivers might not be it. But Josh Uche, Donovan Davis, Jeff Simmons were good. Sean Wade, Jalen Mills, Jonathan Jones, 2 for 2 for the kicker. Mallard with the kick return touchdown. Let's go. Let's go. He's a return guy. He's a return guy. So we might put Jonnu Smith back as a slot receiver. It looks like we were doing better anyway. And that kicker that we drafted in the 6th round goes to the Packers. I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to leave the defense where it's at. But as far as slot receiver, we're going to go back to Jonnu Smith. Mallard, he's doing things better in the special teams than he is receiver. Plus, he was catching like those 15-yard first down catches when he was the wide receiver 4 anyway. So let's look at the quarterback breakout. This is Mac Jones. See if he can finally hit it. He had 2 opportunities last season. He did not hit it. Now he gets the opportunity here in year 3 to try to go to superstar dev. If he can do what he just did to the Chiefs, he will be a superstar. But I don't think he's going to hit it. We do have the Jets, though. See if we can beat the Jets. Go to 2-4, 2 straight wins, and of course we can't because this game is fucking stupid. Of course we're going to have a worse record after getting better in the offseason. Thank God we have this bye week. Game win the OT. We couldn't pass all of a sudden because maybe I changed the depth chart up. Zach Wilson finally outplayed Mac Jones, 3 touchdowns for Damian Harris. The receivers, Dalton Keene got in. Jonnu Smith. Asiati got in. All other tight ends got in. Where the hell was Hunter Henry? Did he have his vintage injury, the injury problems that he used to have with the Chargers? Rivers does miss a field goal. So now we're going to go to the other kicker. Seems like we're fucking with the depth chart a lot, but we don't have our team set the way we want it yet. Not going to click. Actually, I'm going to click it just to see if we have a chance that we might have hit it. I don't think he did. Yeah. It's not harsh. It's not harsh at all. It is harsh, the type of season that we're having right now. Hunter Henry does come back from injury, but we are going to go to the other kicker. I was just waiting for this dude to miss. I was waiting for him. We're going to go with Aldridge now, and then kickoff start can be the other guy. But we need to do something. I guess we'll keep it the same. I'm not going to touch it. Now, we are at week 8. We need to evaluate this team. We're 1-5. Don't think Judon is going to be a part of the future of this team. So right now, I think it would be in the best interest. Follow the Patriot way. Get rid of them now before, and look at that cap hit. Get rid of them now before they start to decline. He's already started to decline. Get off his contract. I think he is in a contract year. And we ship him off to a team that could use him. Probably the NFC, though. Probably not going to trade within the AFC. And, I mean, we did a deal with the Cardinals already in the draft. Do we do another deal? I don't think they have the cap room, though, to take on that cap hit. So Cowboys could use them, but they're in the negative. Everybody's always broke. I feel like that's a glitch. The Falcons got a young guy, but they have cap room. They have cap room. Falcons might be the only team that can afford him. They might be the only team that can afford him. Oh, would you look at that? My Minnesota Vikings need a left outside linebacker, and I think they can afford him. But a 5th round pick for Matt Judon. There you go. Helped out my Minnesota Vikings. They get Matt Judon. Bye-bye at the bye week before the trade deadline. And, yeah, got rid of him before it was too late. And that allows us to – we're going to start Jennings. But our rush left end will go back to being Dietrich Wise. It's going to go back to being Jeff Simmons. And then that'll allow us for the rush D tackle to be Davis, Barmore, and Dietrich Wise. And then I still got to figure out what we're going to do at slot receiver. For right now, we're going to still use the 2 tight end system. We are going to look at the player contracts that we have to negotiate with. I'm pretty sure Matthew Judon was one of them, but no longer have to. Shaq Mason, he's been great. I'm willing to give him a 4-year deal. Hasn't given up a sack. So we're going to bring him back. Hunter Henry has been great. I'm going to bring him back also. New team captain, too, by the way. Kyle Duggar has been great. We're going to bring him back. Give him a little bit more money. $40 million. He wants more bonus. I'm fine with that. Owenu. Might as well keep these guys together. Bring him back. Josh Uche, I think, continue to develop, continue to stand out. He's in our future. Keep all our in-house talent, and then that should be it. I think other guys like Jennings has a chance now. The kickers, Sean Wade has a chance now. But we definitely got to come back for Kyle Duggar. We'll come back next week, week 8, before we play the Jets to lock him in. And let's go ahead and upgrade the team because we are at the bye week. Also kind of like the mid-season. So let's go ahead and upgrade the team real quick. Because I don't think that rookie cornerback has got an interception yet. But our secondary has been 14, so we're like right in the middle. But 1-5, off to a slow start, very slow start. We need to, we need to pile up some wins. We probably the number 1 overall pick right now in this mock draft too, and we're still not. We're at number 6, taking a right outside linebacker. We could use one now that Matt Judon is gone on over to the Minnesota Vikings. And let's see if we can upgrade the team one more time. Big game against the 3-4 Jets. This would put us right back into the division conversation. If we can get our second win of the season, knock them down to 3-5, be a couple of games behind the Dolphins. So let's go ahead and pay Kyle Duggar. He wanted more bonus, and he's going to get more bonus. Let's just make it 40.5. Give him a little bit extra bump just because he made the Pro Bowl last season. Lock him in. Let's go ahead and see if we can beat the Jets. No more Matthew Judon on the team. Trading him away. And let's see. And we win right after bye week. 28-21. Maybe Matthew Judon was holding us back. But we outrushed them. No turnovers. Same amount of third downs as them with 10. But this time, Mac Jones was able to play up to the same level as Zach Wilson. Henry, Brooks, Myers. We still, I guess you could say we still need, like, that number 1 receiver. Jalen Mills with the interception. Looks like we still need, like, probably even a couple of receivers because, like, Brooks isn't doing that much. The rookie, he's more like a return guy. So I guess you could still say we need receiver help. But we do have the Chargers 4-4, AFC, and they blow us out 42-21. Look like this is going to be a down season for us where we're not going to make the playoffs or anything. We couldn't pass the ball. Yeah, 28-7 at the half. Matt Jones is giving it his all. The running game isn't on point like it was last season. Looks like the tight ends are doing all the work. Jacoby Myers is not the Jacoby Myers when the computer is controlling him. Christian Barmore is having a good season. Kyle Duggar with that new contract getting an interception. Two and 6, man. Jonathan Jones back from injury. We have the 2-6 Eagles. We still have time to turn the season around, but 24-7, that's it. That's it right there. Getting our asses whooped all day. Couldn't run, couldn't pass, couldn't do nothing. what is up with the running game, bro? We have the same offensive line, the same fullback. All of a sudden, we can't run the ball. Is it because I paid Damian Harris? Now you just want to be lazy? I don't know what it is. All of a sudden, we can't run the fucking football. It's so annoying. Yeah, man. Don't know what's going on. 2-7 though, but I mean, we're still only like 3 games behind. We get Dalton King, Christian Barmore back from injury. Somebody steals Jalen Twyman. Didn't know that we had. Wait, what? Now on our active roster. So, they must have cut and signed somebody. I don't give a damn anymore. Do what you want to do, Madden. Do what you want to do. Because when Madden 23 comes out, I'm going to do what I want to do. You know what I want to do? I want to delete your ass. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to delete your ass off my P5. Off my storage. That's what I'm going to do. But we beat the Dolphins. No sacks given up. There goes the running game. J.D. McKissick having a good year, low key. Gerald Brooks, big body receiver with a touchdown. Doesn't get a lot of yards though. Josh Uche having a great season. Gardner Johnson, his second interception. Still subbing out the kickers. And we are 3-7, only 2 games behind. So there's still a chance that we can make a comeback. Terrence McBride, our cornerback, don't like seeing that, him being banged up. We need him. We traded up for you. Traded a future second-round pick that we're not going to have this season. We are on TV against the Broncos, who are 6-4. This is a very important game. This could get us right back into the hunt for the division. And, of course, every time I talk about getting back into the division, they hit me with an L. Every fucking time. It's like the game can hear me. Thursday night game, too, by the way. We can't pass the ball. We need receiver help. We're going to have to sign a big star receiver. That's just it. We're just going to have to sign one. Spend the money on one. This drafting shit ain't working. It's not working. And it's not the fact that we're using the 2 tight end system with Jonnu Smith in the slot. I put the other guys in the slot, and it didn't work. Aldridge misses one, so we're going back to the other kicker. Until we find out who's the better kicker. 3-8, and what's sad is, and sad and kind of good, we still might have a chance to win the division and make the playoffs. Just because of our division. I think they're under 500. Oh, the Dolphins are at 6-6. So, but if we can beat the Bills here, go to 4-8, knock them down to 5-7. Hopefully the Dolphins lose. Hopefully we lose, and we fucking do lose. They're gonna fire me. We can't pass the fucking football. We need help at receiver still. It's clear. I see clearly. We need receiver help. We need to help out. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson having a balling ass season, bro. But we need help at receiver. These games where we're not even averaging 200 passing yards, we need receiver help. We need receiver help badly. These second-round guys ain't doing it. I gave them a chance, and they're blowing it. 35-21, we do beat the Raiders, though. Another thing, we paid Jacoby Myers the first season, and he has yet to get 1,000 yards. I know this is a running team and everything, but you still should be able to get 1,000 yards. J.D. McKissick is getting a lot of touchdowns. There goes Brooks, almost his first 100-yard game. Touchdown for Jacoby Myers. Mallett with the touchdown. He also has a return. So Mallett has a spot on his team as a return guy, but don't think we can develop him. McBride gets his first career interception. Proud of him. But not proud of this team right now, the way they're playing. We are last in the division. Went from first to last. Still a couple of games away. We need some help. We need those teams like the Bills, Dolphins to fall off just a little bit. Now the Bills want to be the Bills. Seems like the Bills want to be the Bills when we're not the Patriots. And with that loss, I think our season is done. So, I'm already pissed off. Probably going to get fired. So let's just simulate the rest of these games. Usually when I do this, we just pile up a bunch of losses. So let's just simulate it, man. Yep, if I win this, I'm going to get 6 wins, and then we're going to lose. We got 2 new injuries. Probably going to get fired. My son's going to have to take over. They actually don't fire me. We only get 5 wins. We're 3rd in the division. Dolphins win it. Bills come in second. Team rankings, we were 21, 27 in passing yards, 21 in points per game, 23 in rushing. Our rushing took a big step back. Points per game, 27. Our secondary, though, with that draft pick and the Chauncey Gardner-Johnson signing worked out. Everything else was a fail. Looking at the passing leaders, our top performers, you got Baker, Russell, Patrick Mahomes, all 5,000 yards. Nick Chubb, Christian McCaffrey, Najee Harris, Chris Godwin, DeAndre Johnson, Amari Cooper, Myles Garrett, Brian Burns, T.J. Watt, Buda Baker. Who the hell is Marquise Garvin? But Denzel Perryman, Jayon Brown, Pete Warner, and Demario Davis. Looking at our stats, 31st in offensive yards, man. Mac Jones getting better, though, with the yards. Defensive yards, 17. Damian Harris was banged up, but he did have 15 touchdowns still. So, that says something. Gerald Brooks, his first year starting, 870 yards, 4 touchdowns, not bad. But Mac Jones getting better with the yards, still need to cut down on those interceptions like he did last season. Averaged 226.9. Sacks went up a little bit. Rating went down a little bit. Rushing, Damian Harris is still great. Average 4.5, 15 touchdowns, only 1 fumble, as long as it's 49 yards, under 1,000 yards, but he was banged up. McKissick, great season for him. He was our 4th running back, and he had 5 touchdowns, but he obviously got more rushes than J.J. Taylor did. 5 touchdowns for Stevenson, too, who couldn't carry the load as a starter. 2 fumbles for Jonnu Smith. Why are you even running the ball, bruh? Our longest run was 49 yards for Damian Harris receiving. Gerald Brooks did lead the team in yards. Jacoby Myers led the team in touchdowns. And then Hunter Henry led the team in catches. Jonnu Smith was good. Both tight ends still did good. They did good. But we need, Mallard only 17 catches. We need a wide receiver 1. Jacoby Myers ain't it. You're getting wide receiver 1 reps, bro. You can't get 1,000 yards. So that is what it is. Longest reception was Jonnu Smith. So, yeah, Jonnu Smith is doing good. O-line, Isaiah Wynn had a shitty-ass season and is making me regret bringing his ass back. Trade and block. Everybody else, bro. Everybody else. You were the only nigga, bro. That's ridiculous. Defense, LVS, okay season. Jalen Mills has been balling for us, holding on to that cornerback 3 spot. McBride was banged up a little bit, but he got that 1 pick. Kyle Duggar took a year off. Donovan Davis, great second season. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, great signing for us. Phillips, washed up. Didn't do shit. Jonathan Jones was good. Josh Uche, that's just what he is. He's a 4-sack man. Jeff Simmons came in and did what he needed to do. Anzalone did a little something, actually. And then Anthony Jennings taking over the starting spot at week 8. 2.5, 45 out TFLs. Might get a chance to start next season. Krista Barmore was good. 2 picks for Sean Wade. Let me tell you about Sean Wade. Salute to him. He's been our 4th cornerback every year, and he's getting picks still. Definitely could work. If Jalen Mills wasn't playing good, he would be getting cornerback 3 slot right now. Jeff Simmons led the team in sacks. Forced fumbles, we had Jeff Simmons, Duggar, Mills, Jonathan Jones. We had a block for Leighton Vander Esch, Whitney Merciless. We had a safety for Donovan Davis, Josh Uche, and then no defensive touchdowns. Kicking. Now, Rivers missed the extra pointer. Aldridge didn't miss any. And Aldridge only missed 1 field goal, but he only kicked 2. And then Rivers missed 2, but 1 was blocked. So he really only missed 1. So they both only missed 1. Inside the 20, 11 times for Jake Bailey. Longest was 50.5, and he had longest was 73. Kick return, we saw Mallard. He was a return guy. We saw his stats in the draft before we drafted him. He was a good return guy, but I'm glad we got a special teams touchdown. Yearly awards, MVP goes to Baker Mayfield on the Bucks. Coach of the Year goes to Matt Rule. AFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Patrick Mahomes. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Myles Garrett. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Max Weber. And we had Mallard at 10. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Carlos Harrell. We had McBride at 7. Best QB goes to Patrick Mahomes. Best running back goes to Nick Chubb. Best receiver goes to Deontay Johnson. No Patriots anywhere. O-line goes to Creed Humphrey. D-line goes to Myles Garrett. You got Jeff Simmons at number 4. Only Patriot I've seen so far. T.J. Watt for best linebacker. Best DB, Caleb Farley. Jalen Mills coming in at number 9. Then best kicker goes to Brandon McManus. Yeah, Matt Rivers, because he only missed 2 field goals, but he didn't really kick that many. But yeah, definitely a bad season for us. We're gonna go ahead and upgrade the team. Only 5 wins, man. We fell off hard. But we're gonna reveal what that cornerback McBride is. Looking at the 1 point, I'm guessing maybe star. Don't think he'd be superstar Dev. Yeah, star. But we had some great individual performances, but not a great performance as a team overall. 5-12, third in the division. But yeah, we need to do something. I'm looking to add a big wide receiver in the offseason, whether that's, probably in free agency, because the draft ain't working out. Draft is not working out. But it is a Panthers-Chiefs Super Bowl, and I don't think we're going to have a lot of Pro Bowlers, if you ask me. Maybe O-line because of the overalls. Yeah, Shaq Mason. Okay, 1 for us. And that should be it. Should just be Shaq Mason. Nobody else deserves it. Nobody else deserves it. Yeah, it's literally only Shaq Mason. So let's go ahead to the Super Bowl, see if we have any depth trait upgrades that we're going to get stripped of the following week. But it's nice to look at it every once in a while just to see like we accomplished something. And do we have any on offense? No, we don't. Do we have any on defense? Davis goes up to superstar, so we took him a couple years ago, first round. I felt bad about the pick. Felt like I could have went another direction. He's a superstar, Dev. He was normal at first. Superstar. Please, Madden, don't screw me and take it from him. McBride came out as a star. Van Der Esch, back down to star. But nobody else. But shout out to Davis. Double D getting that superstar, Dev. Hopefully they allow him to keep it. We don't have a lot of superstars on the team to begin with, so there should be no reason why y'all rob me of the damn dev trait. You could if you just want to say we had a horrible season. Chiefs won the Super Bowl. Mike Dana, of all people, gets Super Bowl MVP. Probably had a strip fumble or something. Baker, Matt Rule, Baker, Myles Garrett, quarterback of the Browns, Max Weber, and middle linebacker of the Cowboys, Lynn Hodgins. Those are all your awards. Let's go ahead to mock draft 3, retirements, contract signings, free agency period, draft, and then we're going to end this fucking video. Mock draft 3 is out. We should be picking in the top, I want to say top 5. Top 5? Smoking on top 5s? No, we're not. We are top 10. Number 6, right outside of 5. They have us taking the left end. So stupid. We could use that right outside linebacker or left outside linebacker or receiver, but I'm probably going to try to sign one of the receivers in the free agency because we need help. Kobe Myers ain't it. Those 2 second-round guys ain't it. It's literally just Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith, both tight ends. The retirements, I don't know if we have anybody because we kind of have like a younger team now, and I don't see any Patriots. So we're going to go straight to our contracts, straight to the free agency, and see who we can add. Don't know how Jalen Twyman ended up on the team, but he's not coming back. J.J. Taylor, Dalton Keene. Would like Dalton Keene, but that's too much money. Now, Anthony Jennings, we're going to give him a chance to come back and compete for the starting job after the trade of Matthew Judon. I should have looked at Judon's stats to see what he did with the Vikings for the rest of the year. David Asiasi, same thing with Dalton Keene. Got to go. Matt Rivers will bring back later. McKissick was good, but wants too much money. Sean Wade, though, I think he deserves. I'll give his ass a 3-year deal. He been balling as our 4th cornerback, so I'm willing to give him a 3-year deal. His draft stock kind of slipped in real life with that injury, and that's why I think he fell to like 4th round. Forgot where they picked him at. But everybody else, Jarrett Stidham, it's time for him to go. We'll get a better backup quarterback, probably a veteran to mentor Mac Jones. And let's go ahead to free agency stage 1. See if we can land a big receiver. Hopefully there's like a Terry McLaurin, somebody, DK, I don't care who it is. I want to add a receiver for Mac Jones. Enough of these second round dudes and Jacoby Myers who are not getting it done. We can't just keep relying on the two tight ends. And then the other position, they actually let Donovan Davis keep his superstar dev trait. Let's go. So Donovan Davis and Jeffrey Simmons, both superstar devs on the D line. Let's try to get Christian Barmore up there, but at least he still has star. Could use left outside linebacker. Jennings is a nice option, but he's 27 already, 69. Could improve that position. Middle linebacker too. Probably could look to draft that. And then Jonathan Jones is regressing already. Damn, he might be the next to go. And then Johnson. Phillips was trash last season. And then, kicker, we'll bring the kicker, whatever, Matt Rivers, whatever his name was. But only 30 mil, I think we have. 30 mil to spend. I don't see any receivers. That's so annoying. Let's look at the quarterback. Let's look at backup QB. Could bring Jimmy G back, but you got Nick Mullins, you got Kyle Allen, you got Jacob Eason, Mason Rudolph. You know what? I don't like Mason Rudolph, but because the Patriots used to be the second team I didn't like, and no, he's a Steeler. I'm not signing him. I was going to talk myself into doing it. Jake Fromm, Nick Foles, we'll wait till the preseason. That's not a priority. And, of course, there is no, receiver here. And the only one I would probably sign is maybe Chase Claypool, but Steeler. He's a Steeler. Devontae Parker, who they traded for in real life. Oh, this is so fucking annoying, bro. I want to add a receiver. Julio Jones is too late. Do we go after Julio? Add some veteran leadership? Tyler Boyd? Tyler Boyd? Slot receiver? Man. I'm thinking maybe Tyler Boyd, man. Hopefully somebody signs Gabriel Davis away from the Bills, so I have to worry about him in the division. Looks like there's no receiver. We might have to pull off some type of trade for a receiver. That's what we might have to do. Tight end, we are good for right now. Offensive line, we're good for right now. D-line, we're good for right now. Left outside linebacker, nothing there. We're not bringing Trey Flowers back to New England. Eric Kendricks, no. We're not in championship window to sign a Von Miller. But I'll tell you what, Jordan Brooks, if he can even be he's not a scheme fit. He'd be a run stopper. We have to move him inside the middle linebacker. Shaq Thompson, he's not a scheme fit. There's just nothing here in free agency, bro. We don't have that much money anyway. Jonathan Jones is down to normal depth. McBride is definitely going to start next season. So we definitely could use another cornerback too. There's just nothing here in free agency. Nothing. Not a damn thing. We're just going to bring our kicker back. 1-year deal. Knock this down some. Oh, this sucks, man. Is there somebody on the trading block that we can go get? I don't want to pay Tyler Boyd, but we might have to. We might have to go get Tyler Boyd. Do we work a deal out with the Seahawks and get Tyler Lockett? No. Is there anybody that we can get, that we can land here in New England? Somebody that has 4 wide receivers on their roster? Mike Williams, McCall Harmon. I mean, they got Richie James balling over there. Give us a McCall Harmon. Okay, you got Debo, Kenny Galladay, Odell, Owens. Could give these guys another shot, another chance. But I feel like, fuck it, we're just going to go and Tyler Boyd. Going to go with Tyler Boyd. Give us a deep threat. We can offer him like a 2-year deal. We can lower this money a little bit. Let's put it right at 16 mil. So we'll go get Tyler Boyd. Excuse me. And our kicker back. And probably look to draft a middle linebacker or a left outside linebacker. We pick high in the draft. So, hey, we can still make this team get better, you know. Still can get this team better. Let's go ahead and get Tyler Boyd takes the discount. He is our wide receiver 1 even over Jacoby Myers. We get our kicker back. Mock draft 4 is out. Let's see who they have us taking. Because we probably can take anybody. We're not going to take defensive tackle, running back, quarterback, but right outside linebacker. Oh, we might have to jump up and take this dude. Will Hughes, but he doesn't look that good. Looks like a fucking bus, actually. So we're not going to trade up and get him. I'm actually glad I'm not taking him. But Danny Wilkins, who is a scheme fit, I think. Power rusher, A awareness, A power move. Yeah, Danny Wilkins might be the pick. And then we can get a middle linebacker maybe with our second-round pick. But we're going to go ahead and look at these rookies, look at these prospects. Look what we could take because Stevenson wasn't that good when he had to carry the load. So we actually could, and, you know, the Patriots use a lot of running backs, and I haven't really done that. I mean, I've made little signings in preseason, but they use like 4 or 5 running backs. So we don't have to rule out drafting a running back, especially the season Ramondre Stevenson had when he had the chance to be the leading back. But, I mean, it's not the position. It's not a position we have to prioritize right now because we still got Damian Harris. But we still could use a little bit more depth, especially in this guy right here. Luke Russell would be break tackle, be catching. Great receiving back. We're going to put him on the list. Receiver, still could use one, but I'm tired of drafting them. We just brought in Tyler Boyd. Could use more depth at tight end as we lost Dalton Keene and Asiati. This guy is A run blocking, so he'd be a nice blocking tight end for us. I'll put him on the list. Could use a backup center. We don't even have to scout him. We always get good linebackers. But this guy, Danny Wilkins, is probably going to be a Patriot. And, ooh, he sucks. He's a bust. Let's look at Braylon Whitmore. A awareness. He looks good. And then let's see if we can get one like in the second round or just out of the first round. He looks ass. All these linebackers are ass, bro. It's like the game knows what position you need, so they make those players in positions of need that you need sorry as fuck. They always make them sorry when you need them. But this guy, Taylor Dallin, will be a, what are we, Patriots? And we can always use more cornerbacks, even though our cornerbacks are playing pretty damn good. All of them playing good. C catching, C man. 4-4-1, A tackling, hell yeah. Sign me up for Darren Wooden. Be a great pick. But that's all we're going to scout, man. I'm looking at the 2 linebackers, the cornerback, those tight ends, the running backs we were looking at. We brought in Tyler Boyd, got our kicker back. At least we tried to add something at receiver. It's better than what we had. We still got what we had, plus Tyler Boyd in the 2 tight ends, plus Mac Jones picking him back up on the 5th-year option. So, hey, 5-12. Don't know what season. Don't know what that was. But let's go ahead, probably get kicked out. Then we'll look at the free agency recap, the final mock draft, see if they switch it up on us, because they probably will. Because we scouted those players and put them on our list, they're probably going to have the computer taking them right before our pick just to fuck us over. You know Madden is good for it. You know they're going to do it. Are we actually not going to get kicked out? We actually don't. That's crazy. And it's raining outside right now as I record this. I'm trying to finish this video before my power goes out. But no, they still have us taking Danny Wilkins. So I'm fine with the pick. We're going to take him. He's going to be our competition with Anthony Jennings, also our replacement for Matt Judon. So it makes the trade work out. But let's go ahead and look at the free agency recap, see where Lamar Jackson is going to play for the Lions. Okay. But the Bills get Stephon Gilmore back where he started his career. But it's annoying because it's in our division. And look at that. The Vikings pairing up Shaq Thompson with Matthew Judon. But I don't see. Okay, there goes the Jets getting a fullback and Darius Slay. Looks like the Jets are the team to beat in a division this coming season. So watch out for the Jets, Jets. They're trying to win some games. But let's go ahead to the draft and get our pair of linebackers. I'm so surprised they didn't kick me out. What if they don't kick me out after the preseason either? But we're going to go pick by pick till it's our pick. It's the Falcons first. They're going to go quarterback. Saints are probably going to go quarterback. Lions got Lamar Jackson, and they go defensive tackle. Jets are going to go running back, so we have to deal with that. And then the Vikings, my Minnesota Vikings, are going to go right outside linebacker, that bust top 5 dude. He did not look good at all. I'm glad they took his ass. Who the hell is this guy? Who the hell is this guy? Lavon Shed, A awareness, 8 finesse moves, B play reg. Fuck. We have ourselves a little dilemma. He looks good. Lavon Shed? But so does this dude. He gets hurt, though. They both have A awareness. Oh, why did it have to be this way? We know his finesse moves are better, and the other dude's... Oh, shit, man. Here we go. Here we go with a split decision I have to make where I know whichever one I pick, they're going to be normal dev. Oh. I honestly think I'm going to take... I think I'm going to take Shed, and I'm going to live with it.
And the Eagles
okay, at least he's hitting Dev. At least he is hitting Dev. Let's go. Lavon Shed, I didn't see him before. Overlooked him. But he is now a New England Patriot. And with that second-round pick, picking early in the second round. What? I traded that fucking pick, bruh, for that cornerback. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, I forgot. Damn it, man. No. 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 Please be good. No. Oh. 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 Man. It's like Darren Wooden is going to be a Patriot, and then we can go get that tight end or running back. Fuck. Let's take him. Best tackling corner in the draft, and he's fast. God, man. God, I traded that second-round pick.
Patriots are now on the clock.
Pick early in the 4th. Should be able to get this running back. I'm blowed. But let's get this receiving back. Luke Russell.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
And then we should, if we have another 4th-round pick or early 5th-round pick, we should be able to get that blocking tight end that we saw on our list.
Right,
got 2 5th-round picks back-to-back, so... so fucking mad, bro. And the tight end is gone. 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 They know who you're going to pick, man. They just know. I'm going to go after a center. Just going to go after a center. sit
On the
behind
clock
David
now,
Andrews.
it's the Patriots.
Still need a middle linebacker. Still need. I mean, we took one last season though. We took one last season. What about sit behind Anzalone and them? So don't really need one. Could take a free safety that we play at sub linebacker too. That's another position we could look at. Let's look at Peterson has C awareness. Let's look at Johnson. Otis Johnson. Okay. Stamina sucks, but Otis Johnson is a guy that we might look to pick here. Yeah, I'm going to pick him. Otis Johnson, free safety. Is he big enough? Yep, he is. Play
Okay,
a little
the
bit of sub
Eagles on the
linebacker
clock
for
now.
us, backup free safety. I like the pick. And then let's go ahead to 6th round pick. Did I take a running back?
All
I
right,
did.
next
I
up, the
still need to take
Patriots are on the clock.
tight end. Still need to take tight end. We need tight end 3, tight end 4. But they screwed us over. They took the tight end we want to take. But at least this one right here, he can catch in traffic. But that's all he can do. So don't really know if we want him on the team. This guy's kind of small. He can pass block, though. Let's look at B catching. Let's see injury. I mean, at least these guys can catch. B catching traffic. We're going to take him. B pass
All right,
blocking.
it's
He's
the
just the
Eagles
most
now
balanced.
on the
Ed
clock.
Bolton out of Southern Arkansas. And with our last pick, I don't even know where we go. Maybe we go backup quarterback.
Okay, it's the Patriots on the
But I
clock
don't want to
now.
give Mac Jones any, anxiety as somebody's coming for his job. Do we have somebody behind Kyle Duggar? I think we do. Do we have somebody behind? We don't. We don't have a backup right end. We can get this guy who has the power moves, but he sucks at everything else except power moves. He's good at power moves. He's good at finesse moves. Let's look on the left. Maybe we have more better options on the left end. So we'll look at left end real quick. Let's look at Eric Barber. Okay, B power moves, B stamina, but D awareness and D tackle. You can't tackle, but we might have to go with him. He might be the best available. This guy can't block shit to save his ass. Let's look at Dre Pearman, Fs. And after this last guy, it's going to take the one guy that we saw. Yep, we're going to take him. Eric Barber, B power moves, D tackling, but B stamina at least. C injury. We're
And
going
the
to take him.
Eagles on the clock now.
Not
Let's
expecting
see
him to
what
be good.
direction
We
they
just
go.
need somebody to play backup right in for us. And let's see how we did in the draft. I just can't believe I blew that shit. And short-term memory loss, that's what I blame it on. Forgot I traded that 2nd round pick. We could have most likely gotten our middle linebacker, bro. But in the end, we did not do bad. Just one pick that left in. But not bad. 79 overall, pick 6 for a guy that we didn't even fucking have on our radar. We were going to take the other dude. This guy probably was the best player in the draft. The only thing is he is a speed rusher. He is not a power rusher like the other guy would have been. That's the only thing, but I don't give a damn. We probably got the best player in the draft at pick 6. Him, adding Tyler Boyd. This should help the team a lot. Darren Wood, I think, was the best tackling corner in the draft. His man ain't bad. His tackling's not even that amazing. Can't catch that much, but we did good at the 3rd round pick. We did good with the running back pick. We did good with the center. The free safety was okay. The tight end was even okay. But I think we got the best player in the draft. I think we didn't. It's always a fucking running back, bro. But after the running back, we did have the 2nd best player in the draft. So I'm fine with that. Fuck the running back position. But I do want to see. I know those linebackers, bro. I could have got one. Could have got one in the 2nd round if we had the fucking pick. But I want to see that left outside linebacker that we passed on. The middle linebackers, too. I was looking at. I don't even remember their names, bro. I don't even remember their names. But I do remember the left outside linebacker. It was Danny Wilkins. He was a 74, hidden dev, so we wouldn't have went wrong with him. But I'll take the 5 points more, bro. I will take the 5 points more. I think it worked out for us in the draft. We finally got a receiver that could potentially be a wide receiver one in Tyler Boyd in the offseason. We got arguably the best player in the draft, and there goes the kick out. They didn't kick us out at free agency. They waited till the fucking draft. But that's all right. It's all right. It's all right. But 5-12 season, disappointing season, but we're looking to bounce back for year 4, man. But that'll wrap it up for part 3 until the next episode.